Okay, for this video, I am showing just a couple of techniques I like to do before I start my sketching. I call it sketching warm-up, and that is to get your hand moving in the right format here. What we want to do is make straight lines, and straight lines are accomplished by using your arm as a machine, not using your wrist. So you really want to focus on that. The other technique is to rotate your paper so that's easy to get a straight line. So I'm positioned as such that I can turn my paper more on an angle like this, even though I'm sitting at my desk and it's more square like this. So I like to start with just short 2 to 3 inch lines, okay, and feeling where that's straight. And you can warm up. And you can see I can actually get a little bit straighter as I'm going along. Now I'm going to turn this into a grid, and I don't want to draw this way because that's not using my arm properly. I can rotate the paper again to kind of find that square 90-degree little squares or grid pattern. There's a grid, and I like to do that a few times, smaller sizes and faster. When you get the hang of it, it becomes pretty easy. It's not intuitive. We're kind of trained to not rotate the paper, but you want to kind of get out of that habit and rotate the paper so you can make those straight lines. Mistakes that people make is they keep their hand on the table and they kind of make arcs like this. That's not what you want. You want to keep your wrist almost locked or sketchy. That just takes too much time to get a nice straight line. Okay. Next, we're going to look at circles. So I would fill up the page with little grids to get used to it. Try to get better and better using your arm nice and straight. Next, I'm going to look at circles. I see 3 different ways to make circles. One way is to make a cross, and we're pretty good as humans at kind of visualizing where center, midpoint of things are. So here I'm making a cross. It's not quite equal, so I'll try to just fix that with these a little longer. Now circles, there's the quadrants of the circle are almost flat. They're not flat, but they're almost. So I feel it helps to do this. Start with that. And then we are connecting these two. And it's a really deliberate arc. We're going from almost flat to almost flat, not football shape. So it's really, and then I'll rotate the paper and do that again. Rotate the paper and do that again. Rotate the paper and do that again. So try that a couple times in different sizes. Another way is to go find the circle, meaning I start by drawing and visually I'm looking at this, and if it's not round, I'm going to correct it all in one motion. Now, I don't really care about this stuff on the inside, but you can see I started as kind of an egg and I fixed it more into a circle. And if I was using pencil, I could erase that in there, or I could add cross hatch or something, which would be similar to our grid, depends on what my circle is going to look like. It's actually turning into almost a sphere. Okay, and then the other way is to just go for it. And if you get good, sometimes you can just nail that circle. So try these sketching techniques to warm up. I would say spend 5 to 10 minutes warming up, doing a couple pieces of paper, filling the paper with grids and straight lines and different circle techniques.